Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. Guys, why aren't you clocking Bird Nation asses in the comment section? Bird Nation, they're getting too bold. And some of these birds are old birds, as though they behave as though you're obligated to speak good about a nasty, loose individual. No one is obligated to speak good on a nasty, loose individual. It's true. No one is obligated to speak good on Barnaby. Barnaby is loose. Her behavior is loose. Her behavior is nasty. Why do you want us to make up stories about Barney? Why should we make up stuff about her that is not true? Why? Why should we speak good on someone who is not living good? Why should we make up a false story about a woman who left her marriage saying she wanted better, but then end up choosing worse? Do you know how dumb you have to be to do something like that? But with Barney intentionally chooses horrible, toxic men because that's how she maintained her relevance. And then, every time she chooses horrible, toxic men, she picks on women when those men are exposed. She picks on dark-skinned women and you're ugly, when she had to get 101 plastic surgery to look the way she's looking. She wasn't born with this face. She wasn't. And this is why sometimes I love to use the old photos of Barney, because Bird Nation, with their bird flu, they're so delusional. Very delusional. And they want women to believe that it is okay to be in a koi pond. It's not okay to be a part of anyone's koi pond situation. STDs and STIs are real. They're rampant. And a lot of these women in the celebrity world, they come out years later to talk about how many STDs and STIs they have gotten. Yeah, years later, we're gonna see a lot of these women, because these things today are going to become a thing of the past tomorrow. They're going to have new STDs and STIs. They will. And I don't know if you guys don't realize that every time they tend to find a new cure for something, there's a new strain of that thing. Have you guys observed that? So, a lot of people today who are out here being loosey-goosey, they're gonna tell you one day about how many STDs and STIs they had in this timeline of history. So, Bird Nation, y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill. While you're on the internet attacking people for doing videos about what is trending on the internet, ensure you all go and get tested. Ensure y'all go ahead and get tested. Because it seems as though you guys want someone to encourage you to live a dirty, loose lifestyle and a dirty and loose behavior. If that is what you want for yourself, go ahead and live that life. But don't attack other people for speaking out against it, because everyone is entitled to their own opinion on what they believe is wrong and what they believe is right. If someone chooses to live their life a particular way, and if they choose to live their life on the public scene, you have to take whatever comes with that. And even the legal system is changing so much that the courts are now sending home celebrities with their non-ass stupid cases. Did you see Blake Lively? and Justin Baldoni case. One such example, and another is 50 Cent and what's her name? Shanita, his baby mama. Because 50 said she said some things on the internet that were not true about him. And the judge was like, we can't shut up this woman because she decides to speak garbage on the internet. That's not grounds for you to put a gag order on her. It's the internet. Who believes everything they see on the internet? No one in their right mind believes everything they see on the internet. This was not verbatim to what the judges told 50. I'm just paraphrasing. So, my point is this. You all can worship your queen bird as you please, but remember that many of you can't control your kids. You can't control your kids. So how do you want to control people who are older than your children? How is it that you want to tell people not to speak about Mother Bird when she's loosey-goosey? She ain't no Nicki. She ain't no Nicki. You see, y'all love to pick on Kenneth Petty. You all love to pick on Kenneth Petty and Nicki. And there is no other exemplary figure out here in hip-hop like Nicki and Kenneth Petty at present. You all can say Kenneth Petty has a criminal history, but he doesn't have a present criminal history. He doesn't have a current, I should say, or at present criminal record. He has a history, and he doesn't have a repeat of that nature. No one is out here tagging him, trailing him, suing him, taking him to court for being a deadbeat dad. He doesn't have a co-upon situation going on. You guys can say whatever you want to say about Nicki. But, you know what you guys can never say about Nicki? You can never call her a sister wife. You guys can never call Nicki a sister wife. Never. She never was, and she never will be. And this is why I sometimes question if Cardi B was really raised in the Caribbean. What age did she leave the Caribbean? Because her behavior is not reflective of a Caribbean woman. It's not. Her behavior is not reflective of a Caribbean woman. Look at Rihanna. Look at Nicki Minaj. Those two are reflective of a Caribbean woman. And you know, the thing is, I don't know when did black women start losing their essence. Why did black women start losing their essence and start believing that Cardi B's way of life is anything to even glorify? When did we start losing our way of life and our culture, our teachings, and our principle to believe that was any lifestyle for any woman to live? We have been losing ourselves, and we need to find ourselves before it's too late, because that's no primary example of how any woman should live. None. Say whatever you want about Nicki and Kenneth Petty, but we don't see them out here living this kind of mess. Never. Y'all need to check yourselves and get tested. Yeah, before you come for people. Go get tested. Go get tested.